Welcome to your kitchen tip session. Hi, hello, vanakkam. Welcome to Dosa Pizza. I am Kashan Jaykumar. We're going to just see how to proof up a yeast and the kinds and what are the do's and don'ts for the yeast. So first let's have a look into the instant dry yeast. Can you have a look at this? It's like a poppy seed or couscous. So let's look into the other variety of fresh yeast or wet yeast. Now have a look at this. It's like this. It will have a nice fermented smell. So this is the kind of fresh yeast. Yeah, this dry yeast comes in 7 grams, 10 grams and 50 or 100 gram packs. Like it depends upon, mostly for a half kg of flour we will require around 7 to 10 grams. It depends on the recipe what we are going to prepare. And the rest of the yeast, what you are going to do is, if you are going to buy in big quantities, large quantities, then you can just put them in an airtight pouch and leave it into your refrigerator. They don't get spoiled even for 1 year. But the thing is, you will have to see to that your refrigerators do have maintain the right temperature. Like we should see for the power failures and other things has to be taken into mind. Now looking into the fresh yeast. Here this fresh yeast doesn't require much of time to proof up, or they have a very short life. So you can store this maximum for 3 to 4 days into your refrigerator. So, and the quantity also will differ. We will not be using same 7 grams for half kg if you are going to use the fresh yeast. We will be using around 20 grams for half kg. So that is the proportion difference. But if you are not going to use it right, what will happen is they give a very stinky smell, like they ferment too much and you get a fermented smell, and your dishes will get spoiled if you are not using it in the right way. So we should know to use this fresh yeast in the right way and the right temperature. The proofing up should happen properly. Within 1 hour or half an hour you should be able to do the dish. Otherwise, if you leave it for long hours, what happens is they try to give a pungent smell, which the dishes will not be nice if you are going to cook. Now let's see how to just prepare this yeast. Well, we are going to look into the important factors which help the yeast to proof up or rise. So that's going to be warm water or milk and sugar. It's going to eat the sugar, and with the help of sugar this yeast is going to rise up. So we'll have to take an important note in mind is the water or milk should not be very hot. What will happen is, if it's going to be very hot, they die. The yeast will die and it will never raise up. If you are going to use very cold water also, yeast will die and it doesn't raise up. See, it's a basic thing behind this. The fermentation needs some kind of moist and warmth, then only they can rise up. So for that only we are giving the warm water. Now let's test the water. Put your fingers into it and see if you can keep your finger for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it didn't hurt my fingers. Then they are in the right warm temperature. Taking a spoon of sugar, dry yeast, fresh yeast. Now we have mixed both the fresh yeast and the dry yeast. So let's wait for 5 to 10 minutes and we can see that they are bubbling up and they rise up slowly. And then your yeast is live and good, and in the right time you can add it to your required flour for the recipes. So here we have the dry yeast which has fermented so well and nice. Can you look at the bubbles? So this will now definitely proof up your bread or your naan dough, and you can make soft breads and naans. Here this is the wet or fresh yeast which is proofing up very slowly. This is going to take quite a long time for your breads and naans to proof up. So you will have to decide now which one you are going to use. Always the dry yeast will be the best one, because fresh yeast always needs right proportion and time. So here we have seen the varieties and how the yeast has to be used properly into the dish what we are going to do. We'll have to bear certain things into the mind. The temperature is very important, and the other important thing will be the salt. Salt normally do not help yeast to ferment, so they don't allow them to grow. So what you should do is never add salt with this. Add salt to the flour directly, mix it well, and then add the yeast. So what will happen, then they will proof up nicely, because for some items we will always require salt. Also for bread we will need little salt. So do not think that we can add salt here and then add it to the flour. So what will happen is the proofing up of the dough will slow down. So please follow the small instructions, and I hope definitely this would have been of a great help to you to understand what is yeast and what kind of things we can do with this. You can do breads, pizzas, naans. So do follow these and bake your breads. Dosa to Pizza is always your kitchen friend. If you like this video, press like, subscribe to Dosa to Pizza, and for your printable recipes visit dosatopizza.com. Thank you and bye-bye.